Welcome to Beans and Breakdowns, a podcast dedicated to bridging the gap between specialty coffee and the heavy music community. On this episode, I'm joined by Pancho of Ruidosa Collective, Low Skin, and multiple other bands. So grab a fresh cup of coffee and wake the fuck up! What's going on, Caffeinated Crew? On this episode, I'm joined by Pancho. He has a lot of affiliations. We've already been talking about punk music and some hardcore stuff, but also the art collective Ruidosa?
Ruidosa, yeah.
And RIP, which is Raza Independencia y Paz. But yeah, how's it going?
Going good, man. Fucking out here in Chicago right now. In my apartment, just got off work.
Chilling.
Yeah.
What do you do for work?
But my family, we have a family business, so I help manage the business. I'm right there, like basically all day.
Sick.
Mm-hmm.
Just working with family.
Oh yeah, that's the best thing you could do. Like just work with your family, be your own boss, and like your employees are like your cousin. My dad, my grandpa comes too, so it's nice. I like it a lot.
That's cool.
Mm-hmm.
I know it's a little late. Are you drinking any coffee?
No, I had some this morning though.
What'd you have?
I could drink it in the night. Like, I could go to sleep though. Like, I know some people drink it at night and then like they won't go to sleep for like 3 hours. I could drink it and then like 30 minutes later go to sleep.
That's like built different energy.
Oh no, yeah, definitely.
I feel like the older I get, like I used to be like that, but now that I'm like getting like 32, 33,
mm-hmm.
I definitely feel it a lot more.
Oh,
so,
dude, yeah.
Like I'm, even though I work in coffee and I drink a lot of coffee,
mm-hmm.
I still feel like caffeine is slowly catching up to me. So,
oh, damn, you got to switch over to tea.
No, never. I will never go to tea.
Yeah.
What'd you drink this morning?
So at my job, there's one lady that works with me, and she usually makes it. So, but I like it really clear. Like I like it like almost like milky. But I'll be dipping like some bread in it too. I know a lot of haters out there that don't like dipping like bread in there, but I love it. That's what got me hooked into coffee.
That's a way of life.
Mm-hmm.
The bread dippers.
Oh, dude, man. That's like that's why that's the reason why I drink coffee. Other than that, like I want to be drinking it just like regularly, you know.
Is it like a pan dulce? Is that what you're dipping?
Yeah, there's a, like, you know, a panaderia right down the street where I work, and they'd be selling bread, and they have this one bread that has like cream cheese in it. I don't know. I think it's cream cheese. I forget what, something like that. But it has something inside there, and it's dude. That's all I eat. Like I could do that all day.
And
yeah.
So my go-to is usually a concha. I know it's a basic white boy decision. Like that's the choice. I get it, but I like the chocolate one.
Oh yeah.
But my wife put me on to orejas.
Oh wow.
And so the oreja is like perfect for dipping in coffee because it's a little hard and crunchy, but when you dip it, it gets softer, right?
Oh yeah, that's the best. I love it.
Do you do is it like do you do the Nescafe into warm milk type shit where you stir it up?
Yeah. Have I done that? I feel like in my lifetime I had tried it. Like my family, like my mom, she's she's like she don't drink too much coffee now, but before she's like do that, and like I had some. But regularly, like right now, it's just like I like, you know, getting my coffee. What the fuck? My cat.
Do you have a shoulder cat too?
What's up?
You have a shoulder cat?
Yeah, he just loves like coming out of nowhere.
Yeah.
Yeah. Maybe I have 2 cats.
Mine does the same thing. Like he'll get all excited. I don't let him in my bedroom though, because he's hairless.
Oh wow.
And
I heard those cats are crazy. Like a lot of energy.
Yeah, he's insane. But he gets my sheets all oily, so I don't let him on my.
Oh, what
on my
the?
bed.
They
Yeah,
get
it's nasty.
oily?
Yeah, he's
Damn.
nasty.
Instead of like leaving hair, they leave oil.
It's sweat. It's like a sweaty ass boy, like a skinwalker that's just
Yeah.
like all sweaty and shit.
That's dope. No, that's not dope, but that's crazy.
He's super sweet though. He's like a dog
Yeah.
almost.
Oh yeah.
I can't remember what we were talking about.
Coffee.
The coffee with the milk and the thing, but I
Yeah,
feel like
I
that's
like-
an
I
old.
like-
I feel like that's an old lady thing to do. I think.
Mm-hmm. I again like I like mine really clear, like literally like warm and like sweet.
Is it like mostly black or is it milky?
Milky. It's milky. Like it's like
Like-
literally like a tan.
Damn. I don't drink milk in my coffee. I do when I want like a cortado. I'll have a cortado every now and then.
Yeah.
But usually I just drink filter coffee because
Yeah.
since I roast coffee, I have to always taste, what the customer's gonna taste.
Mm.
But right
Do you
now
be
I'm
ba-
drinking. Was that?
Sorry. I was like, do you be buying from like Dunkin' or Starbucks?
So we don't have Dunkin' here.
Oh no, you don't.
We got Tim Hortons.
Tim Hortons.
Yeah, y'all have Tim Hortons out there.
I actually never seen one. I heard of it.
Really?
Yeah.
The donuts are better than Dunkin's. I gotta say, I gotta set the record straight
Yeah.
because I've even done taste tests. But the coffee at Dunkin' is better than Tim's. Tim's is kind of trash.
Oh wow.
But Starbucks, we don't fuck with Starbucks.
Oh no.
No, because it's super expensive and the quality is garbage.
Wow. That's fucked up.
McDonald's is better than Starbucks. Straight up.
Wow. Damn, that's how you know it's bad.
Yeah, but
With-
I get local shit
oh yeah, no, dude. When you're fucking,
like
when
that.
you're about that life, you
Yeah.
like I'm not like too involved in it, but like I have friends who are like love coffee, and they like they're like, oh, try this. I'm like, dude, I just drink anything to be honest.
Damn.
Like, I really go to Dunkin', I'm okay.
The Dunkin', I'll say the Dunkin' Nitro Cold Brew. Every time I come across the border for shows and shit,
Yeah.
we always stop at Dunkin' like right when we cross
Oh wow,
to get coffee, and
Yeah.
I always get a Nitro Cold
that's
Brew.
it. I like getting like a small hot coffee caramel,
Mm.
but I like dumping half of it and filling it with like 25% water, because again I like mine like really clear, and it's so good. It's so
That
good.
is crazy.
Yeah, because it's too strong sometimes. Like I'm already like a very energetic person, so caffeine just makes me more like energetic. So I was like, I gotta like chill.
I respect that. So I'm drinking. It's Karol and Diego from Jungle.
Mm-hmm.
They're a kind of a smaller roaster in town. Really nice
Yeah.
people. But it's a Colombian coffee, and it's got notes of strawberry, meringue, key lime pie, and cherry.
Mm. Sounds good.
So it's really fruity, really fresh, and it's
Yeah.
like, I think it's a washed coffee. So usually they're pretty, like a washed Colombian is gonna taste like your traditional like kind of nutty almond
Yeah.
tastes. This one's like really fruity. I don't know how they did that. So shout out to the producers, Karol and Diego.
Yeah. Is that like they like where you're from? Is that like
Who, Jungle?
yeah, Jungle?
Yeah, they roast in Montreal. They actually
wow.
their roaster is like right around the corner from where my coffee roaster is.
Oh wow.
Because we all work in an industrial area that's low rent, I guess. But yeah, the producers, I've had some other coffees from this producer,
Yeah.
and they're like one of the bigger ones in Colombia. They're really good. But we've been getting a lot from Wilton Benitez. He's another guy with like a big farm, and I think he's in Valle de Cauca, and he's doing a lot of cool stuff with coffee right now.
That's cool. That's what's up. Coffee culture.
You gotta put respect on the producers.
Oh yeah, no, definitely.
He's a OG.
Yeah, he has respect out there.
You know who you need to get to put you on, and I'm only saying this because I saw photos. Louis Mind and Chains knows the coffee stuff.
Oh no, dude, like that's my boy. Like we We he's one of my close friends, and like that's why I was like, like I could like go Dunkin', I'm okay, but he's like, no, dude, we had to go like this spot. He has his spots.
I think he was shouting out Dark Matter when he was on. I haven't been to Chicago in a long time, so I need to get out there and try it. But
Dark Matter is dope. Dark Matter is dope.
And I can't remember what else he said, but I have a couple of friends that co-signed Dark Matter.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's it. They're doing a lot of cool shit. I like what they're doing.
Is it expensive?
Expensive. I do it like I'm like I could go Dunkin', I'm okay. So like I don't know what's like expensive to like it's good expensive coffee or this and that.
You just gotta have that one coffee that like blows your mind.
And I don't think I have that, to be honest.
I know, you gotta get it. It'll open up, like it'll take the scales from your eyes and be like, oh shit. And then your life is ruined.
For life. Like I'll be drinking coffee like probably like 2-3 times a week.
Okay.
Before I used to like kind of like drink it like every day, but I kind of slowed down, but
I feel you. I really can't start, like I hate being like but coffee first type girl. But like I have a hard time if I don't have caffeine in the morning, which is an addiction. I'm sure there's some scientists that would say like I'm addicted, I guess, but we're all addicted to something. So
no, 100%, man. It's only bad when it interferes with your everyday life.
Exactly. And this helps my everyday life. So
yeah.
Is it really that bad?
You got from it.
How'd you get into hardcore?
I got into hardcore. So, like, I always loved heavy music, but there's like some songs where I'm like, I really like this part. Like, I remember the first time I ever heard like Metallica, and like One, the breakdown. I'm like, dude, I love that part. Every time I heard a breakdown, I was like, I like that. I like this. And then when I was like I feel like when I was like 17, my music taste was like, it was kind of all over the place. But I just want like something heavy, I want like something heavy, something like hard, And then like I feel like Knocked Loose is a gateway band to like hardcore. Cause like I was like, dude, this is like, this is what like I want to listen to. And as I got older, I was like, I'm gonna find like more bands like this and this. And then like then I did like, when I feel like Knocked Loose helped me understand what hardcore was, Because it was a whole like I never like seen that kind of culture, like the way they dress. Well, when they were hardcore, the way they dress, like the merch and all that stuff. I was like, dude, that's super sick, and I want to like know more about that.
What were some like the bands that you found through them? Because when I first listened to Knocked Loose, they were like not a gateway band. They had put out their pop culture EP with the gospel, and I was like, oh damn, they're doing like hardcore but like deathcore vibe.
I feel like if you're a deathcore kid and wants to get into hardcore, listen to Knocked Loose. But I got into them when Laugh Track came out,
Okay, yeah.
And I was like super sick. Yeah, I don't like the whole album, but they like their songs that definitely like damn, that's badass, But
Counting Worms.
Oh yeah, I really like Oblivious Peak. Like,
okay,
I just
you like that one?
That's such a sick intro. I'm like, man, dude, like that's like hard as fuck.
Yeah, I think what year was that came out? It was like 2011?
That was like 2015.
Was it 2015?
Yeah, it was 2015.
God damn.
Or 14, yeah.
Because I remember this is gonna like make me sound like such a, not a poser, but like I guess kind of a poser. So the Plot in You is they put a record out in 2011 or 2010 that sounded so similar to some of the tracks on Oblivion, like on Laugh Tracks, and I was like, damn. So sometimes I lose track of like when stuff was released.
Yeah,
But yeah, I remember when Laugh Tracks was like out and people started catching on.
Yeah.
But a lot of people got into them with that Different Shade of Blue record.
Yeah, which is weird. I feel like that album, like, it's a dope record, but like I feel like, what is it? Man, dude, I just feel like it's there, because I feel like it's always Laugh Tracks, and then I was like, I forgot about Different Shade of Blue. I forgot you guys even released that, and then like it's like the new stuff,
They had Mistakes Like Fractures. That's like the hit, right?
Yeah.
I just liked it. Sounded so much more raw than Laugh Tracks. Like I thought the production was really cool.
They definitely upped their game right there. Like it's a sick album. Don't get me wrong. Like, but I forget that it's there.
Yeah.
Like,
you fuck with the new stuff.
The new stuff. It's all right. I like what they're doing. They're doing some really dope shit. Like, it's just like they're taking, even though they're like they're not hardcore, but they're still like, representing hardcore. Like they put on some like sick like lineups. Like I remember it was like they had like a home show where it was like Torture, and then like I forget what other bands. I'm like, dude, that's so sick. Or when they like play with like the Black Dahlia Murder, and like then the next day they play like with Terror. And I was like, dude, that's super sick. They're doing some cool shit,
I saw them play with Dying Fetus.
Oh, wow. Where at?
It was here in Montreal. So they did a few shows with Dying Fetus, and they were headlining. Like, Dying Fetus opened for Knocked Loose.
Wow.
And I think it was it Terror also played, I think, and Omerta.
Yeah.
From Houston, which is like this crazy metalcore band.
Wait,
but yeah, it was only like 5. It was only like 5 shows.
They actually played with Hatebreed, not Terror. I don't know why I thought Terror. They definitely did play with Terror, but I was thinking Hatebreed.
I love Hatebreed.
Yeah, I haven't fully got into them, but I they got my respect.
Perseverance, no skips.
No skips.
I don't like their new stuff. Isn't so much for me, but the first 2 to 3
it's like
records,
metalcore, right? Or like or like Five Finger Death Punch vibes.
Oh no! Whoa!
Disrespect.
Whoa! I won't stand here and tolerate that.
Yeah.
No, I would say that Hatebreed. So, do you like Pain of Truth?
Pain of Truth, yeah.
Pain of Truth is just following in the footsteps of Hatebreed. So Hatebreed brought in this new wave of like Jamie Justice said this on, I think he said it on Hard Lore, or he said it on the Garza podcast, but he was talking about like he really liked the breakdowns. Like he would listen to songs and stuff, but he like wanted that heavier part. And so when he started Hatebreed, he was like, we're just gonna play the heavier parts without all like the punk stuff.
Yeah.
And so they kind of ushered in this new wave of like hardcore. But it was very like New England. Like that's kind of where it stood out. But no, I would not say that they're metalcore.
Because like I listened to like their most popular song on Spotify, and I was like, dude, this sounds like really polished,
Okay, wait, what is their most popular song? We're gonna have to check. Well, not fact check. We're just gonna have to see what this is.
Yeah, because it has like 99 like million plays, no? Or it has like a lot of like millions of plays.
Oh, Looking Down the Barrel of Today. Yeah, that's on Concrete Confessional. I wouldn't do anything before 2000. I mean, after 2010, honestly.
Yeah, it's
and
like
if y'all want to come for me, that's fine. But I know what I'm talking about.
it's like the Death Magnetic. Oh no, not Death Magnetic. What is it? That shitty album by Metallica. Saint Anger.
Oh no.
It's like that's like the Saint Anger.
No, Satisfaction is amazing. From Hatebreed. Perseverance is like, it's my favorite record.
Yeah.
I would say everything up until like Supremacy is also good. I would say the first 4 releases. Just listen to that.
A lot of people tell me that.
That's Hatebreed. That's Hatebreed.
I really do have to like do a deep dive, because I'm aware of them. I like check them out, but I really had to like sit down and do like my homework on them, because they're very important like in the hardcore. scene.
Yeah, they're super important. Like I saw them recently with Harm's Way, Crypta, and oh my God, who was the band before them? It was another death metal band. I just can't remember who it was, but I just remember Harm's Way because it was sick.
Oh yeah.
And Crypta was really good too. That Brazilian death metal band that's like all girls.
I haven't checked them out, but I would check them out.
It's interesting.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not a big fan of that type of metal, but what they did was really good. Like they're very good at what they're doing.
They got your respect.
Yes. You know, I put respect on good musicians.
Oh yeah, no, definitely.
What about the Chicago hardcore scene right now? What's going on?
Dude, it's thriving, dude. Like, you know, like I want to say like the COVID was like a blessing and a curse, you know? Cuz when COVID happened, all the DIY spots closed down. No more no more shows, no more this and that. And then when shows started happening, at the time that's when cuz like what was it? That's when I was discovering hardcore before 2020. I was like, you know, like what was it? I was like, you know, like my friend Ozzy, you know, he's like very involved in the hardcore scene, very like educated on the hardcore like scene that was happening in Chicago and like all around. And I messaged him one time. I was like, "Yo, can you like send me a playlist like of like all like the hardcore bands, all of that?" And then he did. And then what was it? And then like I just saw that he was like posting flyers on the story. I'm like, oh, I'm gonna go show up. And then like I found Si Dios Quiere to there. I didn't know any of them, you know. And that's one with like they had like the old singer. And when I saw them, I'm like, dude, that's super sick. That's super dope. And especially like seeing like, you know, like all like Mexican members. I'm just like, damn, they're like representing, you know, like something I've never seen before, you know. And it's something I always wanted to see, and I saw that. And it inspired me so much, and it's dope to see that they're all my friends now, you know? That's how, like, dope the community is, where you're just, like, we're not all strangers, we're all, like, homies now. And, but, you know, that was probably the first, like, hardcore show I've been to. It was with, like, it was in Pilsen. It was with Bull Vice. Bull Vice was super sick. They blew my mind, too. I was like, man, fuck. And then who else? I forget some other bands. I forget, but then through there, I wanted to host my own shows. You know, like because I had my band, and I was like, I want to play shows, but how do I play shows? I don't know how. And I'm an artist too, so I'll be like vending. I'll be selling my art at these vending places, and I'll check out the space. I'm like, this would be cool to have a show, you know. So like. I would like ask the owner, I'm like, oh, can I have a show here? Like, yeah. So then I got built a little small lineup. It wasn't hardcore, but it was like punk, like ska, like post punk. And through there I just met like a lot of homies and then like people who wanted to like do the same thing. So we were just like you know, creating a new wave, you know, of a new wave of like it's like the new generation, like the next up, you know, of like the scene. So yeah, just booking a bunch of shows through there like that.
Yeah, I mean that's what you gotta do. Just make a new DIY.
Oh no, definitely, man. It's sick.
I love the whole like vending, and it's like I could have a show here.
And dude, yeah. I can tell you about this one spot. It's a taqueria, taco spot.
Yeah.
And I saw like salon for rent. I'm like, man, I want to have a show here. And then like I go there eat. I'm like, I'm gonna have a show here one time. And then the second time, I'm like, man, you know what? I'm gonna ask. So I go up to them like, hey, like, can I have a show here? And they were like, yeah. I'm like, but I'm gonna have like bands though, like live bands. I didn't tell them what kind of music. I was like, it's rock. And they're, okay. So then like I booked like a show. It was like, you know, like punk. It was like mostly punk and like, you know, like some ska in it. And then like a bunch of people come And all the ladies are looking at their confused, like, what is this? It was super cool. It was really dope. That spot was there for like 2 years. It was sick. We booked a lot of shows there. First torture show in Chicago, I booked right there. You guys can see it on YouTube. It's Torture Casa Cafe.
Torture at the taqueria is crazy.
Yeah. It was funny because in the comments, it was like, oh, it looks like it was filmed at a taqueria. And then someone was like, it was.
Man, I'm just trying to get my Al Pastor and get the fuck out of here. I don't know what's going on over there, bro. There was I almost said such a cheesy joke. You turn torture into torta. I don't know if I get points for that one.
I was having events there, and I was calling them tacos y putazos.
That's fucked up.
Yeah.
Man, that's crazy. Like I don't. It's the only bands that I really know, like, that I've connected with from Chicago, or of course, like I know Louis from CDO's Quiere, and we kind of have a connection through our friends in like Myland. And,
Myland.
And 100% Pure has also played.
I heard them. Oh, they just played not too long ago.
They're coming up here actually next weekend for they're playing my band's release show.
Sick.
And then, but like I know like Onchit, I met him with Hold My Own, and I know he's been booking shows forever.
No, for he's been putting in the work.
I know, like for a very long time. And so it's cool to see like that there's like younger people doing shit like that.
Oh yeah.
Top 3 bands, give them to me.
Like right now, like local or like
what are the locals that need to be known?
Locals, I'm gonna shout out all my homies, man. But definitely, I feel like in my opinion, they're like, you know, like CDO's Quiere are definitely like one of my tops, you know, like not saying it because they're my boys. They've definitely have done a lot for the community, created a whole new wave of like, you know, Latino hardcore, because they inspired me, like, you know, and then like I feel like people see them now, like, you know, and with any band really, because every time like people come to me to help book shows, and they're like, oh, can you help me get CDO's Quiere? And I was like, I don't know, man. But
they're gonna play every show.
Yeah, and I feel like if you play with CDO's Quiere, you made it. You know, that's how I feel like that's how people see it now. Yeah.
Yeah.
I want to shout out Face Hand. They're really sick. They're like a hardcore beatdown band. They're really dope. Those vocalist, he's very well spoken. Like he's very every time he like speaks, I'm like, man, dude, like I'm inspired, you know. And another band, I want to say Augment. They're also the vocalist and the guitarist. They're in my band too, Sentenced to Life. We're in it, but I want to shout them out too because they put in a lot of work, and like, you know, they're playing the Rumble this weekend, so it's cool. It's really dope seeing that. I'm like, wow, that's like really sick. I'm really happy for them, and like for them to be like all my friends to be at the Rumble. I'm like, man, it can't get better than that, you know?
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Shout out also shout out Payasa. I haven't spoken.
Payasa. Yeah.
I spoke with Brittany like a long time ago. But yeah, they've been putting stuff out, which is sick.
Yeah, the album is sick. Just released a new album. Make sure if you're listening to this, make sure you check it out.
Check that shit out. And then La Armada. They're not really playing anymore though. I don't think they are.
They have a show next month.
Okay, because I know Paul was doing he's doing like the van rentals now.
Oh, wow.
And then I'm trying to think of who else I want to shout out. I don't know. I'll think of it later. So we talked about it a little bit earlier, but the first band that you started is not hardcore. It is punk and cumbia.
Yeah, like a little bit of hardcore. Like, I definitely wanted to be like more hardcore, but what is it? I just feel like we're, I guess like punk, you know, hardcore punk, you know, because you know we definitely have like a lot of my influences hardcore, but I just feel like when I want to sound hardcore, it just sounds like punk. So there's just with that band, because I do guitar and vocals in that band.
I don't know. No Tears kind of does. It sounds hardcore. Like I played it, I was like, oh, this is more like definitely way more hardcore than like
super
the EP.
super simple, super easy. That's when I was like understanding how to play hardcore. And when I look back at it now, I was like, I could definitely do something better. But I still like how it came out, though. Yeah.
But I love, like, I was listening to Gallo, and I'm like, oh yeah, there's like a lot of punk in here. This is cool. Yeah. And then it gets to like the third track, and then like a Romantica comes on, and I was like,
oh yeah,
what's up?
Yeah, those are what is it? I listen. I love that album, the EP, but also hate it at the same time because I just see, like, as I grow as a musician, as a person too, I'm like, man, I could have done so much better. I could have like done this, I could have done that, but I still really like the execution I did because like it was like goes to punk to like like cumbia into like like a soft like little romantic song. I like that like I just don't listen to hardcore. I also listen to like like romantic clásicos from like like in like stuff my parents would listen to, and I love that kind of music. I love when someone's able to express what they feel for somebody, and to me, I love hearing that. So like I want to make a song like that.
Man, it's so my wife is from Guanajuato, Mexico.
Oh yeah, that's where my dad's from.
Really?
Yeah, Guanajuato.
What, like the city Guanajuato or from just the state?
Like the state.
Oh, what city?
It's like I think it's like San Luis or
okay.
No, Acámbaro.
Okay, my wife is from Salamanca.
Salamanca. I haven't heard of it, but
it's like where the refinery is. I'm sure your dad would know it for sure.
Oh no, 100%.
It's like a little ranchito. But like whenever I started dating her, she starts putting me on to like Luis Miguel. And like, who is like my favorite, and then like Jose.
Oh yeah.
Like all like the dudes.
The dudes.
And she's like, I want you to sing to me like this. I'm like, we don't have this in America, bro. This is not. I don't know how to do this.
Yeah.
So yeah, but it's I've since listening to that, I'm like, man, I really like. I don't know how. I don't even understand the lyricism. Is so crazy.
Yeah, no, definitely a lot of like I feel like a lot of emotion. I like I love playing hardcore, but also if I were to be like in another band, I would definitely be like in that kind of band, like playing guitar. I wish I could sing like really good, so I could be just like do it so like mariachi style. I would love to do something like that.
Are you familiar with Cuco?
Yeah, Cuco. Yeah, Cuco is he's one of my inspiration.
Okay, so I hear that for sure.
Yeah, like I feel like when I recorded that, I feel like I didn't know what I was doing, but at the same time, I did, So, but now I just like understand like myself as a musician, which is like I'm like, man, I wish I could go back in time and just like work some things out.
But that's the beautiful part is that moment is there. You know what I mean? Like you get to look back and be like, oh man, that's where I was at that time. Yeah. And then the next thing is even better.
Oh yeah, no, definitely. Like I always tell people, I was like, it's nothing's never a failure. It's growth.
Yeah, that's exactly right. You know, you start a business, you learn so much, even if the business isn't successful. Like I did these things right, I did these things wrong. That's it. Yeah,
I saw this post where it's like, it's like, what if you tried? Then it's like one way, it didn't work out, but what if it did? And like it's just like. Just I don't know. I gotta read it. I gotta look at it again. But it was like it was so simple, but it was like meant a lot. I'm like, wow, that should Yeah. Like you tried, it didn't work, or then like you tried and it did work.
But it's like if it didn't work, then like okay, like it didn't work because of this. So the next time, it's. I mean, that's with everything, right? Yeah. Hopefully. Unless you don't know how to learn from your mistakes, and then that's a different conversation. Yeah. But out of Los Skins, you started playing like, was it like people saw you playing with this band and then they're like, I want to start a hardcore band, so then they start hitting you up?
Can you say that again?
With when you were playing like with Los Skins, was it like after you're playing some shows, was it like you just kind of met the people and wanted to start a hardcore band, or was it like they already had some shit going on and they were like, let's hit Pancho up and get him playing guitar?
Yeah, like with Sentenced to Life and Crashout.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Well, like we were playing some hardcore shows, but like I was very involved in the hardcore community. I was always at the shows, or I was like setting up shows, and through there I met like a lot of people. Like with Augment, crazy. Like I met the singer at my dad's store, and like he was like, yeah, I'm in a band. I was like, oh yeah, I'm in a band too, and we started talking about each other's bands. And he's like, yeah, we have like some songs out. We played one show. And I was like, dude, I'll book you guys, So I put on this like awesome lineup at the taqueria too. It was yeah. So I like, put on this sick ass lineup. It was Bo Vice, Bo Vice was supposed to play, but the bassist got sick day of. So I had to find like yeah. So but it's all right. But you got Bird Law on there. They're like a metalcore, but like dark, but they're good. They're really sick. They're really dope. They're one of my favorite Chicago bands. Shout them out. Severed, they're no longer a band, but that was super sick. I forgot my band played Los Skin. We were just like we played second. I forgot this other band. I forgot there's another band, but I had Augment like open up because I was like, no, I'm gonna put them on. And yeah, so through there, I people like saw them, then they started getting put on shows and all that. So like we were like kept in touch, and like I'll book them here and there, and then we became really cool. And then I told them, I was like, man, we should start like we should jam. And he's like, yeah, like I was like, I'll get your guitarist in too, because but the singer he plays bass too. So I was like, oh, you'd be cool, you be on bass. Steve plays guitar, and then this one other band, they're called Boya. They're like a grindcore, like blast beats, like. And then I booked their band, his band. His name is what is his name? Sap. I was booking his band too, and I was like, oh, we should get him as a drummer. So then he's in the hardcore scene too. So we formed like the band like that. I was like, oh, let's jam and like play some shows, record.
When's the music gonna be out?
For Sentenced to Life, we're recording in August.
Okay.
And then Crashout, we're actually recording next month.
Sick.
Yeah.
And Crashout's with your sister.
Yeah, it was with my sister. So originally, my sister was in my other band, Low Skin, but like she was 12 when she was playing drums, and I feel like that kind of like when you play music, you have to be really passionate about it, and I don't want to force that on her. Like he's like, if you want to play, you're gonna play, but if not, like it's fine. I'm not gonna. I don't want you to hate music because of me. So she took a break, and then she started getting into hardcore, and then she was like, oh, I want to play like drums again. Like she told me this like not too long ago. I'm like, oh yeah, what kind of music? She's like, I'm gonna play hardcore. I'm like, all right, let's start a band. So we like jammed. I'm like, man, you still got it. Like let's like I hit up some other people who were like trying to like be in the band. Like my friend, shout out Demo Division. They're really sick. Like shoegaze band.
Hell yeah.
And his little brother, he plays bass. And I was like, oh, let me put him on, like, because I heard that he wanted to like start like a project. I'm like, let me put him on. And then my friend Chris, she's very involved in the hardcore scene. She every time like band plays, she gets on the mic and everybody's like, dude, you should start a band. And she's like, I want to, but I don't know like who to start it with. So I hit her up. I'm like, dude, like come check us out. Let's like jam. And then we all got together and jammed, and we're like, you know what, we actually sound tight. So then we just started playing shows like that. Yeah.
That's all you gotta do. You just find the people.
Oh yeah, definitely, man. It's right there. You just go into your community, man.
Just networking. Always be networking. Well, I'm excited to hear because obviously I don't live in Chicago, so I've never seen any of your bands play live. But I'm excited to hear the stuff from Crashout and Sentenced to Life.
We had some stuff on YouTube, like our sets.
Is it? I gotta try to find it. I'm not gonna
I'll
do it
send
right
you.
now. Send me some links.
You just play Crash Out first set, and then you can see
All right.
live first set. Yeah.
All right, I'll check it out.
I will send you the links. I'll send to you.
You guys have somebody in mind for like doing the recording stuff already?
Yeah. For Crash Out, shout out Pastor. So they're kind of like a super group.
Okay.
But the guitarist, his name is Vince. He's in Spancase. Spancase is a really sick band. And my friend Chris from Pastor, he was like, "Oh yeah, we recorded with Vince, and then we got it mixed and mastered with Colin. Colin, he's in Gagger, Suffering, and he does like his work is like phenomenal. Like he takes the band to the next level, and I'm pretty sure they got it mixed and mastered. That's what I think. I think he told me that. I don't want to assume, but so I was like, oh, let me hit up Vince and let's record. I hit him up. He's like, yeah, I'm down to record you guys. So we're gonna do that, and then with Sentenced to Life, my friend Seb, the drummer, he has a guy, and I heard his stuff. I was like, oh, it sounds good. Like, let's go with him. So we're going to go with him in August.
Sick.
Yeah.
Cause y'all just gotta go to Bricktop.
Bricktop?
Yeah, Bricktop.
What's a Bricktop?
Andy Nelson, the man. So Andy Nelson is he's in Weekend Nachos.
Oh yeah.
But he did like Pain of Truth. He did the Buggin' EP or LP.
Oh wow.
He has like a huge lineup. He's done like Harm's Way.
Damn.
Like he's done a bunch of shit, but he did my friend's recent record, the band Rust.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, I booked them over here. Well, I didn't book them, but they needed a show, and I put them out over here.
That's those are our guys, and then every time we go through like the Toronto area, we stay with Rob, the bassist.
Sick.
And he also makes like my band's EP. That's like our release show is on Saturday. It's on Saturday.
Oh wow. Sick.
But
what's your band?
Bruiserweight.
I'm gonna say, you guys send me a link.
I'll send you a link. But we're getting the LPs, like the records. So we waited. It came out in April, and we waited like 4 months to get the. It's fucking annoying, but like
yeah.
And then to get them shipped here from the U.S. costs $1 million.
Wow.
So.
Yeah, I mean, Lister, you got them now.
Well. Yeah, I'm still working it out with UPS, but
oh wow,
we'll figure it out. It'll be all right. But yeah, Andy's fucking sick. Like his mixes are crazy, but the studio's in Chicago, so I really want to record there, but it's so far. It's like a 12 to 14 hour drive for us to get there. Yeah, we're really far. So I'm jealous of the guys in Toronto that can just like. Drive to Detroit in 4 hours. Tell me about Ruidosa.
Yeah. Sorry.
What's up? Is your cat meowing?
Yeah.
Is he okay?
Yeah, he's good.
Tell me about Ruidosa.
Ruidosa, like how I said from when COVID happened, it was like a blessing and a curse. I started booking shows, and I had my friend Stephanie. She's an artist, so we're working together on the vending events. And then we always talked about, man, it'd be cool to show more representation towards Latinos, because again, like there wasn't many shows of where it's like a whole like Latino bill. And there's not enough representation. So we always had like this idea. I was like, man, it'd be so cool if we could just book shows, all like a Mexican lineup or something, And and then like my friend she's in Rosa Noir, shout them out. They're like a surf, it's like a surf rock indie. They're really sick. They're one of my favorite bands too. She was on the music side, so me and her, what we talked about, what's missing in the music scene, like in the scene, it'd be cool to just like make a podcast of like local artists to talk about like their stuff, like important Chicago bands and all that. And we just bounced out of ideas, and then we're like, oh, we should just create an art collective. So we got together one time, and Stephanie, she has a book club, and we all met there. And Stephanie was like, oh, we should like invite people to like join the group. So we at the end of the book club, I like spoke out. I'm like, oh, like we had this idea of just giving like a spotlight to Latinos, and just doing cool shit for the community that we're in. And because before it used to be like Pilsen and Little Village, it's a big punk scene out here. This is where the scene's at. But it was all white bands playing in like Latino neighborhoods, and like the whole crowd is white, and then the band's white. No, the whole crowd is brown, and then the band is white.
I see.
Yeah. So it's just like, I'm like, dude, like it definitely be like, we need more representation out here. So we or there's like there's people who are like Latino, Mexican, but they're never like represent as much. So like we need to start doing that. So we Ruidosa formed as like a need to like give more representation to like our people,
Right. That's interesting. Like, I remember watching like a small documentary on the Pilsen scene, and from like the 80s with like Los Crudos.
Yeah.
And like kind of the punk explosion of like the Chicago scene, but the Chicago scene was like only Pilsen.
Yeah.
So it's interesting to hear that it's like shows happening and there's no, like Latino representation when the whole scene was built by basically Latino punk bands.
No, definitely. That's why I would say Si Dios Quiere is like so important. Like like at the time they came out, because they were like very vocal, and like again, like there was so many of that. There's not a lot of representation. They definitely did that.
That's sick. And you recently launched your is it a clothing brand that you
clothing
launched?
Yeah, that's like something I always wanted to do. Like first, I'm an artist, because like my earliest memories is art, and I wanted to do art. Like when I was 13, I was like, I want to do art. Like that's what I was like set on. And but I love music. Like I could tell you, like first time I ever heard like because I was into emo music when I was like 13, 14. And the first time I ever heard Chiodos, bro, my mind, dude, my mind opened up. My like jaw dropped. That's how like
I appreciate that. I appreciate that. Chiodos is Baby You Wouldn't Last a Minute on the Creek. I still scream that shit.
Dude, that's just that album to me is like that definitely shaped my life. I'm like, dude, I want to be here if it wasn't for them. Like type deal.
That's crazy. I'll be in the car with my wife and she'll like put that on, like won't tell me, and it'll just come on and I'll just be like, I'm gonna wreck the car.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's so funny too, like, because that came out when I was in probably my freshman year of high school. Yeah, so it was very big then. But I was a scene kid, so
yeah. I was a Warped Tour kid. Like,
oh,
yeah.
Wait, how old are you?
I'm 26. I'm gonna be 27.
Okay, so that's crazy because you were a young Warped Tour kid.
Yeah, I was 14 when I was going to Warped Tour.
Okay, yeah. See, Warped Tour was like whenever like Bring Me the Horizon and Suicide Silence and all that was happening. That was all like when I was 16, 15, 16. So yeah, that's crazy.
I tell people, I'm like, the scene kids are now hardcore kids.
They are.
Yeah.
They are. That's exactly what happened.
Yeah, that's what happened.
What's wild is I'm in school because it's hella cheap, and I was in French class, and the kid sitting next to me, and I say kid because it was literally a kid, like 18-year-old, and they have a sticker of Vic Fuentes from Pierce the Veil.
Yeah.
And I was like, is that a photo of Vic Fuentes? And they were like, yeah, do you know who that is? How do you know who that is? I was like, I remember when Pierce the Veil released their first ever release. And they were like King for a Day. And I was like, no, like their first ever song that ever came out. I was there in like 2006. And they were like, I was like 2 years old.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like,
that's crazy.
How do you know what scene even is? I was like, how are you dressed like you're at Hot Topic and there's no Hot Topics? This is super weird.
Like, it's so weird just seeing like kids like the new emos, you know? It's just like, they were so strange. Well, then again, like people thought we were strange. Now it's just like, they're strange. So
I've been there.
Yeah. So
what I don't get, so I don't remember all the Juggalo stuff, and I don't know if maybe I just missed it, but are there like the scene kids now all wear Juggalo paint?
I've never seen that actually. I know that
maybe
like,
it's over here.
There's a band called The Garden, and they paint their face. It's not like Juggalo, but still like people. I seen people like dress up like that. I'm like, man, it's basically a Juggalo.
When we played like in Buffalo, and I remember seeing in Buffalo but it was also Halloween weekend, so it could have been related to that. But then we've also played in like where were we recently? In Toronto, like in the GTA, there were some Juggalo looking peoples.
That's scary.
So I don't know what's going on.
Yeah.
Even in Montreal, we got a few that I've seen recently where I'm like, where are y'all getting these references?
Yeah.
So I don't know. Maybe somebody can enlighten me. I might just be too old.
Maybe because like we grew up knowing what's it about. And now like 10 years later, the meaning's lost. And they just see that as like, that's cool, you know? So they're just doing that.
Throw it into their basket.
Yeah, they're like, that's cool. And then like, you know, it's just like, I'm like, dude, like, you know, do you know the meaning behind it though? They're like, no, it just looked cool.
That's the thing is like, because we had MySpace, Facebook.
Yeah.
And like very, very like dialed in references. And I feel like in the age of Instagram and TikTok, you get these like quick bursts of like, oh, I saw this and I thought it was cool.
Yeah. Right.
So,
yeah.
It's like we live in a Pinterest world.
No, for real. No, that's how it is now.
I feel like I'm sounding old head, so I'm going to stop talking about it. So what was it recently? You guys did a full vendor show. I just saw some photos and they look really cool.
Oh yeah, that was my brand release.
Okay, yeah.
My brand release. So like going back onto the brand, like, you know, like I'm an artist first, musician, and then I love clothes. I like, you know, I love shoes. I love like style, and when I was a kid, I always wanted to like design merch, and as I got older, I was like 18, I think. I was like 18. I was literally like hand making shirts. Like I got this like ink from like Michael's, and I was just like drawing on shirts. And I was like, and just like thinking about like designs and stuff, but I didn't know too much. But thank God, like everything just plays out, you know. Once I like started getting in the band, started making merch, started like, you know, like understanding like quality and all that stuff. I was like, oh, I could do this easy. Like I could do this for myself now. So I was like, all right, this is my goal for this was 2024. It was like November. I was like, all right, I'm having vendors like it's gonna be in spring. It's gonna be at this place. I wanted to be like, you know, like I just wanted to be like super sick. I'm about all my homies on there, and you know, just have my brand release. So yeah, I did that. Like I had like my friends help me out, like got set up, shout out them. They were, you know, that's why like I love my community because everybody supports each other, helps each other, and so yeah, and then that I like did all that. It was super sick.
It's really cool. The designs are sick.
Thank you, I appreciate it.
I like the white shirt with the like on the back. It just says the brand name.
Yeah.
And then doesn't it say like for help, or it's like
oh yeah, with the two roosters on there.
And it says like Yamame, and then it just says like the phone number, but it's like something
Puro
putazos.
putazos.
Yeah, puro putazos.
Yeah, it's like illegal Ike, you know?
Yeah,
Just
yeah.
like fuck you, you know? Like if you have a problem with it, like call me, you know?
Oh yeah, problema.
Yeah, problema,
Yamame.
yeah.
That's so funny. Yeah, I might have to. I don't know. Are you selling online?
Just like let me know what size you want and send it out.
Come on.
Yeah.
I have to hit you with the PayPal or something.
Whatever.
Well, sick. It's really cool to see like everything that's going on with the collective. Like all the different artists. And are you guys running a podcast now too?
Yeah, we started one because again, like when we first started, we had all these ideas, but then like it's all trial and error because like you know it's just like working out stuff. But now we have like the ball rolling now. My friend Stephanie, she does the artist side, and I do the music side. So it's like I'm more involved. I can I'm still involved with both scenes, but like music right now is just like I'm like you know I'm in it, and I'm just like interviewing all like I want to do a variety of like artists. I just don't want to do hardcore. I definitely do want to like get like indie bands, like Latin bands, and like DJs even too. Would be cool, you know?
Yeah, and it's just like purely Latino centric, like music basically.
Yeah, like our main focus is like giving a spotlight to like Latinos, but also like and like you know whatever band is sick as well, you know, because like you know I feel like we all came together already, where it's just like it's not like it's not a problem no more. Where it's just like all right, dude, like everybody knows what's up, you know. Which is like to me that was the goal, where it's just like we don't even have to like you know introduce ourselves no more. I'll be like, oh well, like that's strange or this and that. We're just like, oh like that's Ruidosa, you know, or that's like you know. That's how the scene is out here, you know?
That's sick. Just established.
Yeah.
Let me know what you got coming up, whether it be music. I know we talked about the recording and stuff, but you have a ton of shows coming up with the hardcore bands.
Oh yeah, dude. I got like 5 shows like next month.
Yeah. And then anything specific like art-wise that you got coming up that you're excited about?
Art-wise, well, I'm making some new stickers. So I feel like stickers are like really I really like them right now. Just coming up with designs. I you know, like with the band merch, I'm very involved in that because again, it's like styling. Like I love clothes, and so far it's just I'm gonna have another pop up soon too with the RIP probably in August. Just like a little small pop-up, come through, chill, whatever. And that's another goal of mine.
Hell yeah. Are you doing band merch as well for people? Do you do commission or?
Yeah, I do some commissions. I need to put myself out there more. I had some bands reach out to me. Like Rotundo, shout them out. They're really sick. They're like shoegaze, like alternative, post-hardcore. I did some merch for them, and then this hardcore band up and coming, they're called Magnum. Shout out them too, and I think they reached out to me to help them design something. So I'm working on that.
Well, I'll drop the Instagram. Do you have a specific one that you want to use for is it you want RIP or what Instagram do you like for the commissions?
The commissions, it's my personal RIP Pancho.
Pancho.
Yeah.
Well, Pancho, I appreciate you hanging out.
Oh no, I appreciate this conversation.
I feel like the time has flown by.
No, that didn't feel like an hour, to be honest.
But let me know before we go, what's your favorite city for beans and breakdowns?
What's my favorite city?
Yeah.
Kansas. Nah, I'm just kidding.
Nah,
favorite city, Chicago, man. They're born and raised here. I can't see myself. I can't see another city topping it. To be honest, I feel like it's underrated. Chicago.
Hell yeah. Some good bands, good coffee.
Yeah.
Got to get out there.
Yeah, you got to.
Well, Pancho, again, thank you so much for hanging out. I appreciate it.
Thank you, man. I appreciate you.
Thanks for listening to this episode of Beans and Breakdowns. I want to say a huge thanks to Pancho for hanging out on this episode. Be sure to check out Ruidosa, Rip, Low Skin. I'll put the Instagrams in the description of this episode so that you can check out everything that he's got going on. If you've enjoyed the podcast, please subscribe and leave a review. You can find out more information about the podcast by following us on Instagram at Beans and Breakdowns or on the web at beansandbreakdowns.com. Until next week, be sure to stay caffeinated and wake the fuck up.